Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled among the undulating hills of the African savanna, there resided two women whose lives were intricately intertwined in a complex dance of fate, love, and betrayal. Nneka, the first wife, possessed a heart as radiant as the sun that bathed their homestead every morning. Her infectious laughter reverberated through the compound, and her eyes gleamed with genuine kindness. She bore a single child, a daughter named Adiz, who inherited her mother's captivating beauty and gentle nature. Ijeoma, the secondary wife, stood in stark contrast. Her eyes harbored shadows, and her lips seldom curved into a smile. She remained childless, and a deep-seated bitterness festered within her like a festering wound. She harbored resentment towards Nneka, blaming her for her own lack of offspring. Their husband, Okchukwu, was a man of few words who divided his time between the two households in an attempt to maintain peace. However, destiny had its own plans in store. One momentous day, Nneka fell gravely ill. Her boisterous laughter was replaced by fits of coughing, and her once radiant eyes dimmed with illness. Rumors spread among the villagers that she had been cursed by a jealous spirit. Despite the efforts of herbal remedies and fervent prayers, Nneka's life slipped away like the setting sun. With her final breath, Nneka beckoned Adiz to her side. "My daughter," she whispered, "you are my legacy. Stay strong and remember that kindness is a treasure more precious than gold." Thus, Adiz found herself under the care of Ijeoma. The embittered stepmother's resentment towards Adiz grew as she saw her as a living reminder of her own barrenness. She subjected the girl to arduous tasks such as fetching water from a distant well, preparing meals, and scrubbing the floors until her fingers bled. Yet, Adiz remained resilient. She held her mother's teachings close to her heart. Tending to the garden, serenading the moon with her songs, and clandestinely teaching herself to read by the flickering light of an oil lamp, her spirit remained unbroken, fueled by memories of Nneka's love. As the years passed, Adiz blossomed into a woman of grace and intelligence. Her beauty caught the attention of Obinna, a prosperous merchant from distant lands. They wed, and Adiz became the village's envy, with her compound overflowing with opulence, luxurious fabrics, gleaming jewelry, and laughter that echoed like distant thunder. Meanwhile, Ijeoma continued to languish in poverty. Her bitterness deepened, and she grew increasingly emaciated. Approaching Adiz with hollow eyes, she implored, "Help me. I am your stepmother." Adiz hesitated, recalling the years of mistreatment and anguish. "I cannot erase the past," she replied gently. "One reaps what one sows." Thus, Ijeoma roamed the village, begging for sustenance. Her once proud posture stooped, and the fire in her eyes dwindled. She slept on unforgiving ground, haunted by Nneka's spectral presence in her dreams. On a tempestuous night, with lightning rending the sky, Ijeoma lay in her dilapidated hut, her breaths coming in ragged gasps. Adiz, now a mother herself, stood outside the threshold. Torn between compassion and justice, she was swayed by a whisper carried on the wind, a message from Nneka's spirit. "Forgive," it urged. "Generosity heals wounds." Adiz ventured inside. She cradled Ijeoma's head, wiping away her perspiration. "Mother," she murmured, "I choose kindness." And so, Ijeoma drew her final breath, her eyes closing in tranquility. Adiz laid her stepmother to rest beside Nneka, beneath the ancient baobab tree. The rain cleansed away the bitterness, leaving only forgiveness and the legacy of two women, one malevolent, the other benevolent, whose decisions sculpted their destinies. In that serene African village, the wind carries their tale through the ages, serving as a reminder that love and compassion possess the power to heal even the deepest wounds.